welcome to Let's Go Draft Podcast, where we are now only 22 days away. We're officially in draft month now that it's April 1st, and your favorite April Fools are here to break down.
Not that many good April Fool's jokes this year.
No. As you know what? As a teacher, you expect to get some good ones. I didn't get that many good ones this year. I got some attempts. I got a lot of attempps.
Didn't fool you.
I'm afraid nothing stood
out. The best one I saw was the Penn State social media person giving players bad photoshops of them.
That was good. That was a good one.
What else did I see? What was the school that made blue turf? I think it was Kentucky, maybe.
Maybe.
We're changing our turf blue. April Fool is a hat. But yeah, none really stick out to me too much.
One of them that made me laugh was the Raiders. So I need to pull it up for context. So here we go. Twitter.com. Everybody's favorite. It ever wants to load for me. Timer going. It's too early for that. Here we go. Where was it? So people were giving it. So all off season they put out like statements like that, like obviously famously the Max Crosby statement.
Oh yeah.
Everyone would always clown on them. Like, why is this like one thing in the bottom right circled? Like none of the other Raiders are circled. They just circled that one. So they put out this entire statement. It's very long. It looks very elaborate. It's like it's almost like they're apologizing for something. At the end, they throw out, with that in mind, we're going to remove the circle from that bottom right. And I'm like, okay, that was pretty funny. That got me. So that was good. Shout out to all the April birthdays. Good for that. Oh, look at that. Oh, but there's the circle again. They lied. They didn't take out the circle. Liars. Take out the circle. Commit to something. And there's your boy. But yeah, not a lot of good ones. I don't even know if the Bengals did anything. Hold on. Yeah, they just put out Happy Draft Month, Happy Birthday to Joe Giles Harris, and that's it. They didn't do any April Fool's stuff.
Did we talk about the Seahawks being on Hard Knocks?
No, that just came up. That came up yesterday, I think. So
they just posted pranks from this year. They didn't do anything with this prank.
Okay. So is Hard Knocks with Seahawks going to be called Hawk Knocks?
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Or Hard Hawks.
I'm excited for it. Mike McDonald's going to be so boring on it, though.
I think that'll be the first time ever they got the defending Super Bowl
champion. Nope, that's not true.
Oh, was there? Different time?
The very first Hard Knocks season.
It was on there. I honestly don't know.
The Ravens.
Oh, man. That was a long time ago then. Jeez.
One of the best Hard Knocks season.
Yeah.
Well, because for the longest time, if you're a playoff team the year prior, you were exempt from it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for it. People are like, I think teams have gotten past the point of where Hard Knocks is a distraction. Yeah, I think teams have gotten good enough at that I'm really excited for it. Get to see just some more of the guys. More Donald. Mike McDonald is going to be very, very dry, which is going to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
He probably hates it. He probably is going to hate it.
It has to be the first time ever the Seahawks are on there, though.
I know. I'm so excited.
This will be the first time ever the Seahawks are on because they weren't on in season or anything, were they?
No, we haven't been on in season yet either.
What division was in season last year? Was it the NFC North? I think.
I forget.
Anyways,
but it wasn't us.
I didn't follow in season last year. I only followed in season the year before because.
Yeah, I'm actually going to follow Hard Knocks this year because the Seahawks are on it.
Follow.
No, it's really exciting. I can't wait to watch it. You see the Jalen Hurts drama coming out today?
Oh no, what happened with Jalen Hurts? What?
Oh, that like he is keeping the playbook very basic to the things he likes and not like having shifts in motion and not going under center. Except for the tush push, of course.
Except for the tush push, I was like, wait a second, hold on. His favorite play is under center. What's going on here?
But it was pretty rough. There's the what is it? It was stuff that like Kevin Petula wanted to do more, and Jalen Hurts said no, and Kellen Moore had the same problem. And there's a reason his offense looked a little different in New Orleans than it did in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a pretty interesting piece. PFF is dying. I don't know if you saw that.
PFF's dead. PFF is dead. The mock draft simulator is still around. Like PFF got purchased, so like the website will still be there, but like it won't be the same. The content won't be the same because most of the good content creators got let go.
Which
poor Trevor Sikkema, man. He leaves the draft network for PFF, and then PFF gets bought out. Like,
I know.
Basically, my go-to draft guy just keeps bouncing around because every player he goes ends up falling apart. I remember some people, and he was replying to these tweets too, so it's not like he was offended by it, but people were like, Trevor Sikkema's the problem, and he's like, it's true.
I'm the problem, it's me.
I'm the problem, it's me, that's right.
Any highlights from the owners meeting for you?
So the main highlight is that the Blackburns were too much of cowards to actually show up and talk, which, I mean, even for them is low. They'll usually be I think it's the first time ever they haven't gone, actually. So a new low for them. Taylor was there. He talked. And, oh no, there weren't a ton of takeaways. It sounds like, I don't know, not a ton of takeaways you can just surmise from their off season. Like, oh, we have faith in Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight, and you know, you never know. You want to make sure you're adding depth there, but we don't want to throw them away because of some struggles they had early in the season when we thought we saw growth, that sort of thing. And then later on, he turned around and was also like, yeah, there are opportunities to add there, but we decided to go in a different direction. Like when we added Jonathan Allen, like there was a couple different options on the board. We decided to go Jonathan Allen. So it's like,
he's really running cover
Jonathan
for the
Allen
Blackburns.
costs $14 million a year. Devin Lloyd costs $15 million a year.
I'd take Devin Lloyd over Jonathan Allen.
I would too. But even outside of that, it's like, so
tell Barrett Carter to start eating and play D line.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just they're gonna draft the linebackers. Shoot, it even sounds like there's a good chance from what people are hearing that there's a good chance they'll probably be active in like that post-draft free agency period where there's like cuts and stuff. So we'll see, but I don't know.
I think a lot of teams are waiting for that. They want to protect their comp picks for next year because
that's right.
That's the same thing with the Seahawks. They don't want to mess that up because we're looking at like 4, I think.
It's not bad.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, because they didn't really bring in any high price free. They didn't bring in any high price free agents.
No.
They lost Mafe. They lost
Bryant,
Walker.
Woolen.
They go on Bryant. Anybody else?
Who am I missing here? Bryant, Walker, Woolen.
Oh, Woolen.
I don't know if Woolen counts though. But there's someone else.
You would at 15 mil. At 15
yeah, probably maybe a 6th round. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were definitely protecting the picks. All right, Bo, we got to do our annual tradition. I know it's hard to run the computer. Bring up the coach's picture.
Oh yes, of course. For some reason, there's not the strong angle though. Like that.
I know.
A good angle, but this one it's like, all right, NFL coach's picture, 2026. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind.
You got a good one?
Instagram though. We deleted my Instagram. Dang it. Okay, I need to find the same picture in a different place. NFL coaches picture 2026. Not. Oh, here we go. When there's multiple. What's the one good one that's like straight on the one that I deleted? Oh, here we go. Here's a Barstool Big Cat. He always does a breakdown. Here we go. Okay. All right. He's got the one. He's got it. Open image and new tab. Let's bring this over. Ooh,
here we go. Give a little zoom.
We can tell who everybody is. We don't need it's a fine. It's blurry. At least who most of them are.
Yeah, Liam Cohen looking there too cool for school. Never taking off his sunglasses.
Did you hear about? Did you hear the Todd Monken?
I did.
Did you hear about this?
Yes.
Dude, he missed the picture because he was getting a haircut to get ready for the picture. That's so that's so
such
good.
a Browns
the most
thing.
Cleveland Browns thing ever. That's so. And of course, McVay's too cool to be there.
Oh,
are those the only two that aren't there?
I believe so. You see Dave Canales with the deep V.
I do see Dave Canales is like infinite aura here.
He's probably the most handsome coach.
I'd say so.
Todd Bowles is looking like he gained some weight.
Yeah.
I don't know why Mike isn't sitting in the middle. He gave it to the Harbaugh brothers.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You see the two Harbaugh brothers sitting next to each other, and then the LaFleur brothers sitting next to each other right next to them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I did not know who was Mike LaFleur. That's who was like for the coaches. I wasn't sure. It was like, which one is this?
I did not know Sirianni was that jacked. I'm not gonna lie.
Clint Kubiak looking like he doesn't want to be there.
Kubiak and everyone else is like a polo or a button down. He's got like a hoodie. I guess McDonald's in t-shirt. Everybody else is like some sort of. Oh no, Cohen also's got a t-shirt on. Never mind.
Andy Reid, of course, in the Hawaiian shirt. Attaboy.
Classic at this point. Can't beat that.
Dan Campbell with needing sunscreen.
Dan Campbell right there. Right there. I think this is the first time ever Dan Campbell and Zach Taylor haven't stood next to each other in the coach's picture.
Who's the guy to the? So who's the guy? The two guys next to the right of D'Amico Ryans.
Two guys to the right, D'Amico. That's Steichen and O'Connell.
Okay, I knew it was those two. I didn't know which was which.
And
then who's to the left of D'Amico?
That's Kellen Moore.
Oh, and then you got who's between Minter and Vrabel? Is that?
Minter, I think that's Halfley.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's always fun.
I remember because he got the massive forehead. That's what I remember.
Yeah, it's always hard to pick out the new faces.
Right, that's all. Like, I mean, for the life of me, honestly, when I was going over this in my head, I was like, I was actually able to get most of the new guys. Minter tripped me up just because it wasn't a great picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
It took me forever to figure out Shoddy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, who am I forgetting?
Halfley, and figuring out who was Matt LaFleur or Mike LaFleur were the tricky ones for me.
Why do they have to have? I guess Jim and John, but Jim and John are like very different names. I feel like Matt and Mike are like so interchangeable.
I agree. So those were the tricky ones for me. Mike McCarthy back and looking pretty like only guy wearing a long sleeve feels like.
Other than Peyton, but at least he rolled sleeves up.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there's Kubiak's also got the full hoodie on.
He's got the hoodie and he's like angled off to the side. Looks like the little kid that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. I didn't realize how tall Joe Brady is.
I know, he's a big boy.
I don't know why he's sitting. He should be in the back row. He's like a whole like head above Mike LaFleur.
Mike McDonald might be one of the shortest head coaches.
Probably is. He was one of the only ones that didn't play in college at all.
Yeah, I think it was. I think the shortest head coach was probably Mike McDaniel, but now that he's not a head
Yeah,
coach anymore, I think he's the shortest head coach.
it's probably up there. I'm trying to think how many of these guys play. I had no idea on
Minter's
Cohen.
pretty short.
Minter's short too. How many of these guys played at some point? And we
In the
won't look it up.
NFL,
Just in college. Let's say just in college.
I'd say a vast majority.
Right. I don't know about Cohen. I don't know about McCarthy.
Cohen played.
Cohen played? Okay. I don't know about Canales. Moore obviously did.
Yeah,
D'Amico did. Steichen did. O'Connell did. Bowles?
I don't know.
I'm not sure about Bowles. Campbell did. Shoddy didn't. Taylor did. Reed played at BYU. Shanahan played
He played
at Texas.
college.
I don't know about Sala.
He had to have played. Look at him.
That's true. I don't know about Quinn.
He did.
He did? Okay. Sirianni, do we know?
I don't know, but I know he coached under or with Signetti at some small school at UPI.
Oh, yeah. Kubiak probably didn't, right? He probably just kind of rode his dad's coattails straight into coaching.
Yeah, I don't think he played.
No idea on Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson didn't. Remember Soffler?
Oh, that's right. Stefanski.
I don't know.
I like how the one at the top row he like did. I don't know. Don't know on Stefanski. Brady's big. I don't know.
I feel like he had to have played.
He had to have. I don't feel like either of the four brothers.
No. Jim did.
Jim did, obviously. John?
I don't know.
Maybe in college.
McDonald,
I know
no.
McDonald didn't. Peyton?
I don't think so.
No. Obviously, Vrabel did.
I don't think
I
Hafley did.
think so.
Minter,
I don't think so.
No.
Glenn did.
Yeah. I'd say probably at least 75% played college.
Yeah, at least college, yeah. Some in the pros. Taylor had a cup of coffee in the pros.
Oh.
The training camp quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Pretty tough going from a triple option quarterback to the pros.
That's right. Hey, but he was Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. No one can ever take that away from him. No one can ever take away your Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as I'm trying to think of anything else. I need to read the Barstool article, though, every year. Every year that's classic, and I haven't read it yet. Keep that up here so that I can break it down later. Andy Reid. Oh, Andy.
I love it. He rocks. Everyone, all the young coaches are in athleisure. I love Andy. He's like, you're on vacation. Bust out the Tommy Bahama.
That's right.
Mike McDonald loves his athleisure. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So one interesting thing about the coaches meetings,
yes.
There's definitely cliques in the NFL community, right? The Shanahan, McVay people hang out together. Mike McDonald was hanging out with the Harbaughs, probably Minter.
Except McVay apparently doesn't, but McVay doesn't go.
He was there.
He was there. He's just not there in the picture.
He's like, one thing I've heard about going on in the NFL is people are pretty annoyed by how McVay and Snead and the Rams at work think themselves superior to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
See McVay coming up. McVay coming up to McDonald during his like.
Oh, the 2-point thing.
He's so bitter about that.
McDonald laughed about it. So
he did because McDonald doesn't care. Like that's really what has informed the way I view him. After he said that, is he really doesn't care. He was like, I haven't talked to McVay since the energy championship or something. Yeah. The one really interesting thing to come out of McDonald's kind of presser was actually two things. He was talking about flirting. It's like he was calling it the Seahawks offense, which is cool. That like he's linking himself to that Shanahan McVay system, when that is definitely not what the rest of that Harbaugh tree does. I found that pretty interesting. But the one that was really interesting was someone asked him, I don't know who, asked him what's the best the thing that you've liked the most coming out of the Super Bowl win, and they're expecting like, oh, this event I went through or whatever. But he said, seeing that our philosophy worked, which I found very interesting. That was his favorite part of it. He did talk about Boya Mafe to a Bengals reporter.
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
Quick wins. Nothing else too interesting. Pretty boilerplate questions for him. I don't know if Jody was there. I'd assume she was, since she's still technically the owner. But John Schneider in the owner's picture, only time you ever see him cleaned up.
The GM's picture. I can pull.
Nothing. No, there's nothing interesting in it.
There's always something interesting.
But like, it's like one of the few times in the year that he looks cleaned up, because like early John Schneider, clean shaven, young guy, pretty fit. Now he's old and grizzled, beard, curly long hair, and wrinkles, and dressing like crap. He doesn't care anymore. But hey, good on you.
Looks like I will say too, it doesn't look like he's done a pec day in a while.
Oh no, he's giving that up. Is he looking like is he looking like Christy Noem's husband on a weekend?
Yeah.
Have you seen those memes?
I have, yes, absolutely.
Pretty
Dang
funny.
it, where's this picture? I want to find it because let's see.
You saw that John Schneider sweating in the 49ers game?
Yeah.
That was he's gone from that, and like, I have infinite job security, so I don't need to care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a massive stoner.
Really? Yeah, he's in the right city for it then. All right, I'm not going to find it, so I'm just going to quit.
If it works, it works. He's probably like a top 5 GM of his tenure.
100%. I mean, there's very few GMs that keep their job for 16
years. Yeah, jeez.
Don't look up how long Duke Tobin's had his job. That's for a different reason.
Well, he's not a GM.
That's true. He's director of players, de facto GM. Hold on.
Should we get into the big board?
Let's do it. I'm not going to find this picture, so let's just get.
Because I'll tell you what, we'll probably be able to identify 10 GMs at most.
Mm-hmm.
Duke Tobin, John Schneider. Who's the GM you could identify?
Howie Roseman.
John Lynch, Howie Roseman. Does Matt Ryan count now?
I don't know if Matt Ryan was in the picture because they have a GM, Ian Cunningham.
Oh yeah. Who else? Oh, Brad Holmes. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, Ryan Poles. I'll probably be able to recognize Ryan.
Ryan Poles, yes.
DaCosta.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Andrew Barry.
Yeah.
I could probably recognize all the AFC names.
Yeah. I'm getting.
After that, it'll probably get dicey.
Yeah. I can't. None come to mind off the.
Brandon Bean.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget him.
How could I forget him?
Forget Brandon Bean. He was like a meme for like a solid 3 weeks. I can't think of any others outside. Eric Sullivan in Miami, just because again he has a massive forehead. Him and Hafley are the same guy. They both came from Green Bay. They both have massive foreheads.
Just like how all the Bills coaches are bald, all the Dolphins staffers, Titans coaches are bald.
All the Dolphins staffers have massive foreheads. Yeah,
I could fit in there. Let's go.
There you go. Hey, Dolphins kind of had the big old thing going on, so maybe they're just fitting in. They're trying to.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They do it. Yeah, Dolphins do have foreheads. That's for sure. That's smart right there.
That's true. Hey. Find them. If you want to be a Dolphin, you gotta be a Dolphin. Like that episode of South Park where Kyle's dad turns himself into a Dolphin. All right, big board time. Here we go. So this is the horizontal board. We will do most likely next week we'll do like just a full top 100 big board. But
and this will help with that too.
Right. So we can kind of get our grades. Today we'll only do offense. Tomorrow we'll get into the defense. A lot more names.
What about specialists? Come on.
And then every long snapper is going to get a blue chip grade, obviously.
Of course.
Kicker, especially any Penn State long snapper, which I don't think there's one.
God. He's not even that good either.
Hey.
He's fat. He's
That's
fat.
my Super Bowl. He is. That's my Super Bowl MVP. Chris Stoll. Was on the snapping end of an MVP Jason Myers performance, MVP Michael Dixon performance.
He's a facilitator. Glue guy.
He was the common denominator. He was the common denominator in both those. I guess Michael Dixon's the holder, so he was also common denominator.
You know something interesting.
What's that?
There's a conversation where Jay Harbaugh should have been in the talks for Assistant of the Year.
I can see that, especially after how good Seattle's special teams was this year.
I wanted his head on a pike after last year. Right. I was wrong.
Right. It's amazing what 1 year does. Well, you sign or trade for Rashid Shaheed. Works out.
I mean, but hey,
I mean, not just Rashid Shaheed, obviously. Also,
that helped for sure.
That helped the return game. Other areas, though, also.
We had a block punt, a block kick.
Change your coverage unit. That doesn't change your field goal block. Doesn't change your field goal kicking. Which
we had a punt return touchdown without Rashid Shaheed too.
There you go. Exactly. So
Torrey Horton, who we don't know will ever play again, it feels like.
That's fair. The Harbaughs will always be appreciated in Seattle, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I hate Jay Harbaugh. Only Jay. The next generation.
Hey, Jim goes to Seattle this year, doesn't he? First game in Seattle with the Chargers
since
he got canned.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Because we haven't played the Harbaugh Chargers yet either.
Nope.
Oh, he's going to get booed.
And the last time the Seahawks played the Chargers was in LA too. So.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Exactly. That's how I remember that was in LA. That's how I remember.
Yeah. Wow. That's me pretty. Dude, Mike McDonald's be sad when we boo Harbaugh relentlessly.
Yeah. True. He was his employer. I completely forgot about that.
Oh well, not just that though. He loves the Harbaughs. He idolizes the Harbaughs, right? He's definitely a Harbaugh tree guy. Because I remember at the clinic 2 years ago, he was talking about Harbaugh a little bit. It's like, read the room, Mike. Read the room. Not only do we hate Jim from the Niners, we hate him from Michigan too.
Right. Does Seattle play the Giants this year?
We played them not this last year, but the year before, so I don't think so. That's when we played the NFC East. So, and since we were first place team,
and because obviously, right.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Wait a second.
This is AI, so I don't know if this is accurate. But Google AI says that you do. Yeah, Lumen Field, New York Giants.
Oh, you're right. We played them in 23 because of We played the NFC East in 23. We're playing the
right, and it's been 3 years.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
That's right. That was the Monday Night Football game. Now I remember it. The Devin Witherspoon game.
Yeah, and the Drew Lock JSN Eagles game.
That does not feel like it was 3 years ago, but that was 3 years ago. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Anyways, so there you go. Both the Harbaughs are coming to Seattle this year.
That'll be fun. I got no ill will to John. John, nothing against you. I know
I
you
got
do. I have a lot of hatred towards Jim, so we're reversed in that.
I have something against Jim for being a Cincinnati.
Hmm. Which makes sense.
So I do have something against Jim. I have nothing. But I have a lot more against John.
Hmm.
All right, should we get into it?
Let's do it. 30 minutes in, not too bad. Not too bad.
Let's start with the Q's. Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando.
So I don't know. He's difficult. He's not blue chip or 1A. I'll tell you that much right now. I teeter between 1B and 2 with him. Like, I think there's good stuff on there. But, like, in the 2024 QB class, he's probably number 5.
Mm-hmm.
He happens to be in a garbage QB class that kind of props him up. So how do I
can't in good conscience give him a grade with a 1 in it.
All right, since I'm teetering and you're there, we'll put him in 2. We'll put him in 2.
I have a question. Like, I totally agree that there's talent there. My biggest issue is the system he played in going to the system he's about to play in.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he has the intangibles of leadership, charisma. I think that he really has that stuff going for him. I think he has a good arm too, but I think it's going to be a tough transition for him, especially going to a team with not much talent and a first-year head coach.
Simpson. I mean, that makes it a little easier for me. Simpson's just a 3 for me.
I agree.
Nothing too special. I think he'll be a solid backup. Nothing about Simpson's game, especially towards the back half of the season, really inspired. He did have some good games early on around midseason, but after the injury, he was horrible.
Yeah.
In that Indiana game, he was an absolute liability. So
he was awful. I think he can be a solid game manager at his best.
Mm-hmm. Nuss. How the mighty have fallen. This was your first overall pick not too long ago.
I know. Thanks, Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly killed a kid and Garrett Messmeyer's draft stock.
That's right. I don't know. I'll let you start with him because you were the Nuss.
Yeah, I mean he's a 4 for me. He's a day 3 guy right now. It's just
all these guys are day 3. Yeah, okay. I'll say that. We'll get to it. But I don't disagree with you. I think that's about where I value this.
And for the folks watching, this is not where we think they're going to go. It's where we grade them.
No. Like all these guys, honestly. Yeah. I was going to say push him up around, but Simpson will probably be a first rounder, so push him up 2 rounds. Drew Aller.
I could see Messmeyer going round 3. Or like maybe like Aller going around 3 if someone really believes in the skill set, because Jalen Milrow went round 3 and he was rough around the edges, and that was a much better draft class too.
I still love the tools with Aller. I can't put the tools. I can in good conscience put him round 1 through 4. So I'm going to put him around 5 through 7, but he's like top around 5 through 7 for me.
I'm cool with that.
He's teetering. I would honestly probably take Aller.
I can totally agree with that. I can see that argument. I just can't quit Messmeyer, but I totally see the reasons why you would take Drew Aller above him.
Right. Beck. Honestly, okay. I don't think Carson Beck's that much worse than Tyson.
He's I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm not. So don't get me wrong. I wouldn't take Ty Simpson in the first round either. So I'm not saying, Carson Beck should be in first round conversations. But how both of these guys finished the year, other than Carson Beck throwing a pick to end his team season, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Maybe it's a recency bias thing, but Beck over the last month and a half versus Simpson over the last month and a half.
That is fair.
Much better.
That is fair.
It's not like he was playing much worse competition either. They both played Indiana, and Beck looked way better.
Mm-hmm. Until the tuna melt.
And that's not me saying take Beck over Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even me saying I'm going to put Beck in round 3 or above Simpson. I just don't think they're like people are like, oh, Mendoza's going number 1. Yes, that is absolutely happening. I'm not questioning that. Simpson will go in round 1. Again, most likely, probably. But then I see mock drafts that have Beck in round 5, and I'm like,
I don't think he's slipped that far.
4-round disparity between Simpson and Beck. I don't know if I see a 4-pick disparity between those guys, honestly. If I'm evaluating them objectively, because again, I don't love Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
Which is all to say, I would have him 4, but I'd have him above this one.
I'm cool with that. Because, Carson Beck showed it down the stretch when Messmeyer didn't. As much as I'm biased towards Messmeyer, he showed a whole lot more.
There we go. And at 2 different schools, too. All right, and now we just kind of got raw traits, guys, here to finish off. So how do we value that? That is the question. Tail and Green. Oops. Tail and Green. Do you want to start Tail and Green combo?
Yeah, you got to think of him probably pretty similar to Aller, right? Although Aller has more arm and
a lot more mobile, but yes.
Well, in the way of that, their physical specimen, right? In different ways that have not played up to that. What's the best way to say it? Not played up to what their body can do, right? So I'd probably put him below Aller as a 6 through 7 guy. But if there's a team that likes a mobile quarterback kind of archetype, Taylor Green is someone you should seriously consider.
Yeah, you're not going to find disagreement for me. That's right where I'd put him as well. And Cole Payton's kind of the same story for me. Mm-hmm. I like Cole Payton. I think he does put some good stuff on tape. Obviously, when you talk about any FCS prospect, you're talking about level of competition being a factor there. But he had a strong combine, I thought. I don't know. I'd feel comfortable with him in that 5 to 7 range. I'd probably take Green over him just because I think Green's got a little bit more raw athletic potential.
Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that as well. Yeah. He has a draftable grade for sure.
Mm-hmm. If we had Diego Pavia here, he'd be PFA. but he'd be a blue chip fullback if he ever.
Never forget the day that Diego Pavia tested at the combine. Or not tested, but measured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Speaking of blue chip, probably, and maybe I'm going out on a limb here, probably the only blue chipper that we're going to have in this episode, Jeremiah Love?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just an insane talent. And
one of the best running back prospects I've ever seen.
Right. And the nice thing, too, he's got the versatility. He's an awesome receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Kick returner, punt returner. He's got the power. He's got the play strength where it's like, oh, he's not just like a scat back that's like receiver and returner. No, like he's like a true running back too. Like he's like in that Saquon Bijan tier that you just don't see a lot. Like even if you look at like other running backs that have come out recently, like Ashton Genty, he was more of a power back, wasn't much of a receiver. He could do it, but wasn't like his forte.
Mm-hmm.
Love is just so balanced and all around that whatever team is getting him is they're getting special talent there.
Mm-hmm.
That brings up to his backup, Jadarian Price, a guy that most recently was mocked to your Seattle Seahawks. So, how do you value him?
I have a round 2 grade on him. He's that classic pick 40 to 50 running back to me.
I can definitely see that. I'm not going to disagree. I almost feel bad. I feel like if he got a little bit more shine, because there's some stuff on his tape that he does excellent. Like if he got a little bit more shine, he might be a round 1 guy. I mean, we had him at pick 32 for Seattle in our last mock draft, so he's right there. But you're right. I think
conversely, though, I think him getting to stay fresh also helps him.
That is also true. He doesn't have to wear the tires that some other guys may have. That's a good point.
And I think this day and age, NFL teams value guys who decide to stay and not transfer. I think that's another feather in his cap.
A guy that we had a debate on, Mike Washington Jr. A much debated prospect this time about a month ago during Combine season. Tested very, very, very well, to his credit. Where do you value? I want to hear that first.
I'd say he's a round 3 guy to me.
Okay, we're actually not too far off. I've got him
high round 3.
Okay, well, we'll split the difference and say.
Well, no, yeah, round 3 is fine for me. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'd say he'd go in the higher part of round 3. Well, okay, we always run into this trap, right? Where we think they should go this draft versus where you value them in another draft. I think in another draft I would value him as a round 3 guy. I think in this draft he'll probably go round 2 because of how awful this running back class is.
That's fair. I think what worries me with Washington, tread on the tires. He's got a lot of it. He's an older running back, older prospect. Came from the University of Buffalo.
And New Mexico.
That's right. I forgot he was in Mexico, too. So wear on the tires, older prospect, which isn't a huge deal for running backs because you're not thinking you're going to have them for very long anyways. Most of those guys are one-contract players anyways. But 2, there's some stuff with his tape. I don't think his vision's that good. I think he's got some slow feet in the hole. Some of that stuff, it's just like,
He is a fumbler, too.
His testing bumps him up to like an early 4 for me. So if we say early 3, early 4, split the differences.
He is a fumbler, too.
Yeah, that's true. Jonah Coleman.
Gonna hurt some Husky fans' hearts, but he's a round 4 guy to me.
Yeah, I'd have
tread on the tire, injury, doesn't have that top tier speed, but great contact balance, great receiver, great blocker, great character. Right? There's going to be some use to him, but he's never going to be a starting caliber running back.
Right? He'll be. I think his. And I think it was Mark Switman who said this, but his ceiling is like an AJ Dillon type.
Yeah,
and I think if he gets there, like that's a good career. Because AJ Dillon carved out a role for himself. So that's not a knock on Coleman, as much as it's like, okay, I don't see him being a lead back at any point. I think he can have some productive years as a spot back, but probably never going to be a lead back.
I will say this about Jonah. What he does lack in speed, he does make up for in lateral agility. I think that is an underrated aspect of his game.
I would agree with that. Emmett Johnson.
He's a round 3 guy for me.
Yeah? You like Emmett Johnson, huh?
I do.
I like him too. I like the athleticism. I like the athletic traits he has.
He is a little small.
Yes, absolutely. He'll probably... And honestly, anyone below price, I'm not valuing as a lead back.
No.
But I think Emmett Johnson as sort of almost like a Gio Bernard role, like smaller scat back where you can take advantage of his athleticism, get him in space. Like he can make some stuff happen. He's a good player in that sort of role.
Mm-hmm.
Similar player as far as does his best work in space, Nick Singleton. a guy who was in like round 2 conversations in the 2025 draft, decides to go back to Penn State and is honestly, I mean, I just took it off the consensus board to get a list of names. He wasn't even as good as Katron Allen.
No.
But he is still above him on the consensus board, so we're going to talk about him and not Allen today. Singleton's difficult for me. He just doesn't really offer anything from like a contact balance perspective.
No.
He's just like he's getting space. If you get him in space, he can be productive. But like, how often in the NFL are you going to be operating in space?
Not very often.
So I'm like, how do I value that? Like, is he? I'll tell you how I value it. It's a 5 through 7, maybe a high 5 through 7, probably top of this tier. But I can't value him in round 4 because, like, at least Coleman's got the contact balance.
Exactly.
Run through guy. Singleton's is the first tackler that hits him is gonna. He's done.
I agree with you there.
And lastly, in the running back tier, Demond Clay from Wake Forest. The second Demond I've ever seen, by the way. I saw Demond Williams, and I never thought there'd be another.
Not a common name.
Not a common name. Not a common name at all. What do we think of Claiborne?
I think he's in the same level as Singleton.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
This running back class is just
it's a rough class, man. Outside of the very top, outside the very, very, very top, it's not great. It's not a great QB class either. Look at that.
It's not a good class at all.
No. Offensively, I think there's some. I like this defensive class.
I like the DB class. That's it.
Yeah, I do like the DB class. Yeah.
I really like the DB class.
I like
everything else.
I like the linebacker class. I like the edge class. Like the D.
I do not like the edge class.
You don't like the edge class? I like the edge class. I like the edge class.
There's like every edge feels like they have a big problem with them.
That's fair. The receiver class. We've talked.
It's all right. It's got volume.
It doesn't have a blue chipper, but it's got guys that I think will have some.
Welcome to the rest of our lives, Beau. Thanks to the 7-on-7 circuit.
That's right. We'll have some round 1 grades, though. I will tell you that.
There's never going to be a lack of receivers.
That's right. Starting with Carnell Tate, who I've been on record as my wide receiver 1 for a long time. He's not blue chipper, definitely not that, but I feel strongly that he's a 1A.
I can be okay with that. Yeah. He's a possession receiver.
I think he's a possession receiver. I think he's the most well-rounded guy here. I think maybe Lemon's got a higher ceiling. But I think
people say JSN was a possession receiver.
That's true. I think when same school too.
Yeah, same coach. Now, he doesn't have JSN's agility, but
no,
he doesn't have his artistry.
He is not the Emerald City Route artist. That's true.
Dude, that was a rough week for JSN. The whole Drewski stuff, and then the Emerald City Route artist. Not having a great Super Bowl. That was a rough 2 weeks.
Yeah. That was just 1 week because Emerald City Route Artist was on Monday and
and then the honors was on Friday,
on Thursday, and then the game was on Sunday. So
that was a rough week.
I was gonna say, it was a funny thing. I was gonna say Carnell Tate's a little bit bigger than JSN. He is 2 inches taller. He's 2 inches taller, but he's actually 5 pounds lighter. Jason's 6'1".
JSN is very, very heavy for heavier than what people think he is. He's very dense, I'd say.
And part of that's also he's been an NFL weight program for 3 years. And
I like his body type's always been very dense for his height.
I feel like receivers often will like fill out. Like when they first get to the league, you're like, "Whoa, this guy's skinny," and then by like year 3, he's filled out a little bit.
I don't know. Jason's always kind of had that thick frame, though.
Yeah,
he's never been skinny.
Point being, I said Tate was bigger than JSN, which from a height perspective is true. From a weight perspective, they're about the same, with JSN being a little bit heavier, actually. So,
fuck Drewski never.
That's not saying that's not saying Tate's gonna be JSN, but
no, I mean,
but if he is, Drewski probably would screw up his name. Like, what's he gonna turn Tate into it? Tate, carne asada Tate.
I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah,
Barry Sanders would kill his ass.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I am unironically gonna start calling Carnell Tate carne asada though. Just
Maserati Marv, carne asada, the Emerald City route artist, elite nicknames from Ohio State receivers. That's right. All right, next.
Makai Lemon.
He's a 1B or 1A for me as well.
I would have him as a 1A. I think they're very different. I would have Lemon as a 1A below Tate.
I agree.
I think Lemon's got a higher ceiling. What Lemon can do, like if he reaches his potential, like he could. I don't know if he'll ever be like elite receiver, but like he could be top 10. I don't know if Tate will ever be a top 10 receiver.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I think Tate's going to step onto his first NFL game and be like.
Tate has a much higher floor.
Yes, exactly.
And
I also think he's already kind of reached that floor too. I don't think he requires a ton of development.
Yeah. You know, one thing interesting about Makai Lemon, for years and years and years, it was always the diva receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the diva receiver kind of turned into the weirdo receiver, especially like with Puka's antics. Now he's in rehab. Keon Coleman, AB, Tyreek. They're just becoming freaks and weirdos rather than divas.
Right.
Because the divas would be annoying, like, get me the ball. Oh, I'm the best. Oh, fast. Now they're like just being weirdos.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Stephon Diggs, yep. Rashee Rice. Henry Ruggs,
Well,
yeah.
okay. We shouldn't conflate being a weirdo with being a criminal, though.
Oh, true. Okay, that's fair.
Mac Hollins.
Mac Hollins. Good call.
Jawan Jennings. DK Metcalf.
Good call. Basically
George Pickens.
Anyone who goes in the Steelers wide receiver room, basically.
Juju
Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster,
AB, of course,
the poster child. Chase Claypool,
yeah.
Jordan Addison.
Tyler Lockett. Oh my gosh.
Is Tyler Lockett a weirdo?
No, I'm kidding. I was
Okay.
I was making an obvious joke. No, he's like the most straight-laced guy in the world.
Right. No, that's why
I'm going to be a virgin until I get married, guy.
Yeah. Okay. I did not.
Real estate. Realtor.
He's a realtor.
Yeah, he's a registered realtor in Washington. Oh. He helped Leonard Williams close on his home.
He's got his post-career already set up.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say Travis Hunter, no.
AJ Brown?
Oh yeah, AJ Brown reading the book on the sideline.
Or reading a book on the sideline. That's true. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I might go in division by division. England North. St. Brown.
No.
JMO.
Oh, JMO. Yep. Yeah, like back in the day, the worst thing a receiver could do was change the name on their jersey.
Yeah.
And now it's being insane people.
No, just literally just being like a terrorist.
Showing up in Cannibal Lecter gear.
Right. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
To the Super Bowl.
All right, we can do this all day. Probably.
Yeah, we can. Okay, let's talk about the upcoming receivers.
Jordan Tyson.
Not a weirdo.
As far as we know, not a cannibal. Tyson's tough, man. I don't know.
I think with the injury flag, he's going to be a 1B for me. Top of the
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, that's exactly what. A top of 1B, but 1B for sure.
I think he has great potential. I think injuries are definitely going to be a concern for him.
He's been dealing with the same hamstring injury that ended his season. Like, he's still dealing with it.
Well, he was banged up at Colorado too.
Right. So it's like, I don't know, man. But the talent is awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's so good. Like, he could be like, if he played a full season, stayed healthy, he'd be my wide receiver. But he didn't.
Yeah, probably.
But he didn't. Omar Cooper Jr., the late riser, the guy who was like wide receiver 10 this time 2 months ago, but is now wide receiver 4 on the consensus board.
He's definitely a 1B for me. You know that when I see that catch he made against Penn State, you know who I think of?
Who's that?
JSN.
Yeah. I can see that. I definitely see that. I see that.
JSN would pick 20.
He's gonna go in the first round. He's still a 2 for me. Just because that Indiana offense kind of just.
That is fair. I'm cool with that.
But I think split the difference. High 2 versus mid 1B. Like.
Yeah, if we're talking strictly grade in a normal draft, he's probably going in the 2. So yeah, I honestly, Beau, you can put him in a 2. I'm okay with it.
All right.
This is going to be a very full second round for the receivers.
I should probably add like a few spots here now, because there's going to be a lot of guys that fit this qualification. I'll probably need to add more. Starting with Denzel Boston, who is very different from Omar Cooper Jr. I prefer Omar Cooper Jr.
There's going to be teams that want his skill set, though.
Right. Well, and I know your favorite player in the world is Juwan Jennings, but Denzel Boston does run the Mitchell Jennings.
He does, except he's not an idiot, you know. And like especially the teams going heavier, and how important run blocking is right now from receivers. I think there's going to be teams that really like his skill set. So he's a 2 for me. He's below Omar Cooper. I'm fine with that, but he's a 2. And I think the whole draft community got in their heads a little too much. But there's teams. I mean, there's a reason guys like him keep going high.
Yeah, and teams are going to like him. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes late in 1. In fact, it sounds like he probably will 1 based on recent reports. And now, granted, recent reports with 22 days to go till the draft.
You never know.
But we'll see. And then again, going back in the complete other direction, Casey Concepcion. It's so fun. We've talked about this before, but there's so many different archetypes. Like here, like Tate's more your all-around guy. Tyson in Boston, big jump ball guys. You got Concepcion, who's more of a small, speedy guy. Levin's not small, but he's more of an after-the-catch type. Omar Cooper's a little bit more all around, but doesn't have the size that Tate has, so that's a factor. It's like there's archetypes with these receivers. There's not like a true like alpha guy.
Yeah, you know, like Denzel's the only true X, you know, and stuff like that, right? there's so many different archetypes that
I think
teams are looking at.
Tyson could be an X.
A true X, though.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But Concepcion's gonna be a 2. I probably have Concepcion over Boston just because I like what he can do with the ball in his hands a little bit more. I think
I'm okay with that.
He also there's obviously special teams value. He was the what's the name of the award for the most versatile player in college football? I don't even remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember. I don't know it.
I got it right here. I wrote down all this stuff. Concepcion. Kevin Concepcion. The Horning Award. So he's a Horning Award winner for his special teams work. Yeah, he's a 2. Chris Brazel or Brazel. I actually don't know which one it is.
I think it's Brazel.
I thought so too. Chris Brazel the second. Big, fast. Pete Carroll.
Where did what's his name go? The guy went to the Raiders.
Which guy?
The big, tall, fast guy.
Deontay Thornton.
Yes.
Sure
so what round did he go?
Oh, like the 6th.
Ugh.
Oh no! I think the 4th actually. Deontay Thornton. Big fast. I like that we just do the same guy. 6'5", 205. 4th round. I think Brazel's better than Thornton now.
Yeah. But you got to be careful with guys from that system.
True. That is true. Yeah, what's with back-to-back drafts that Tennessee's pumping out 6'4" plus speedsters?
Because they really like that kind of player, and they work hard to get them.
Yeah, this is true. Figure they turn them into elite players more often. I mean, how many guys are 6'4" plus with that kind of speed?
Guys who are better track athletes than football players.
That's good.
Can dominate on the funky wide hashes.
That's true. They got the long legs. Yeah. No. Where are you thinking for Brazel?
I have him as a 3. He is a track athlete, not a football player to me. It's a gadget guy.
You're not going to hear an argument from me. He's a monster in CFB 26, though. I will say that.
He benefits from the system he plays in greatly, and he's bounced around for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Chris Bell, another late riser here. Guy who's getting a lot of love before he tore his ACL late in the year.
Mm-hmm.
His save from this past season is good. It's not first round, but
it is good. The worrisome thing with him is just the late ACL tear.
Yeah, late ACL tear. Where does that push his value? Because right now he's like in this round 2 mix, but I'm like, do I put him above Concepcion? He's not above Cooper for sure. Do I put him above Concepcion? But I could even like justify putting him below Brazel because of the injury. What are you thinking?
I have him as a 2. Mm-hmm. Probably bottom of 2, just because of that injury.
Right. Okay.
You know, he's gonna miss a lot of time.
Right. He's probably
During rookie install, he's gonna be worrying about rehab.
Right. That's a good point. So he probably won't even be a year 1 contributor at all, unless he can come in and just take in the system in meetings.
Yeah, he's probably not going to contribute year 1. It's a tough situation.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy. Our old friend Jeremy Bernard.
I think what helped him a lot this year was he showed, consistency. That's one thing that I think that he didn't show his first few years. Mm-hmm. He showed he can be a 4-down player not just a gadget guy.
Right.
So I think he's a 3 for me.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. And I'm looking at it from more of a negative perspective because I've seen people put him as a 2. I do agree all those things are true. What worries me, I don't think he's like a superior athlete. He doesn't have superior size. His production from this past year is excellent. So factoring all that in, I feel good about putting him as like mid 3. I'd probably have him above Brazel. If
I
you're
think he's shown he can be more of an NFL receiver than Brazel has.
there, you go. Then that makes the decision quite easy. Antonio
Brown.
Williams, not Antonio Brown. It would be a PFA guy. Antonio Williams, a couple of years of production at Clemson now. Obviously, like most players at Clemson, did not have the best 2025 season.
Woo.
Yeah, it's a rough year. Rough year in
Where are they?
Clemson.
Spartanburg?
They're in Clemson. No, they're in Clemson, South Carolina. Like
I was thinking of Tyler from Spartanburg.
Yeah, Tyler from Spartanburg. It was a rough year for Tyler from Spartanburg. That's for sure.
Well, Tyler from Spartanburg's been proven right.
That's true. He has been, but also he has to watch his beloved Clemson Tigers struggle. So I don't think I think he'd rather be wrong.
That's true.
There are many times where I'd say I'd rather be wrong and happy than right and unhappy. And Tyler from Spartanburg has been right. He's been vindicated, but he's also probably pretty unhappy about his vindication. Anyways, with Antonio Williams, let's get the picture in front of me. Doesn't have great size. Only 6 foot, 187. Testing. Did he even run at the combine? I think confirm this real fast. Because his production took a dip this past year. How much do I factor that in? Did he test? Oh yeah, okay. He ran a 4.4, 4.41. Okay. 39.5 verts. Okay. 10.4 broad. Only a 7-second 3 cone. That's not great. I'm a little worried about that agility. If you're not going to be huge, you need a little bit more from the agility.
You need a little more juice.
I think he's a 4 for me.
I'm okay with that. I'm pretty skeptical of every Clemson player.
And that's valid, because Tyler from Spartanburg tells you to be.
I want winners.
Oh, there you go. That's why I was screwing up. Okay. Zach Branch. Now here's a guy with some juice.
Oh yeah.
But
he measured in honor
of PFF. Now here's a guy.
He measured in tiny at the combine.
He is small. He is very small.
Is he lighter than Xavier Worthy was?
That's actually a question. Zachariah Branch. His combine. Hopefully it's in here. Professional career. Okay. 5'8", 177. I don't think so. I want to say Worthy was in the 160s. 165, yes.
Yeah.
So he's
okay.
12 pounds heavier than Worthy. With that said, he's got production and he's got juice. I'm not putting him in 2, but I feel strongly that I'd put him in 3 behind Bernard ahead of Brazel.
I'm cool with that.
I love the juice for this guy.
Who doesn't love speed?
Yeah. Malachi Fields again, just archetypes. Big guy. Big guy, jump ball. Sound like I'm singing the SpongeBob song now. Another just pure possession receiver. Showed a little bit more athletically than let's see here. Hold on. What did he test at? I want to get these numbers in front of me. Was he in the 4.6s or the 4.5s? I want to say he was in the 4.5s, but I could be saying somebody else. 4.6. Okay, that's not great. That's not great. No, it's not. He's almost 6'5", 218. I don't need you to be elite speed at that size. Solid 3-cone for his size, 6'9", 8". So his agility's there, and you can see that in his route running. Does a solid job of creating separation. He's got the size to beat guys one-on-one. I don't know, but it almost feels like he's like a discount Denzel Boston. Great value Denzel. And it's like I already don't love Denzel. So Fields is like a 4. Probably ahead of Williams, though.
Yeah.
I would feel about that. You agree?
I agree.
Let's do it. Surratt. Elijah Surratt. The other Indiana receiver. This one's been on people's radar for a while, though. What do we think about Elijah Surratt?
I think back shoulder fade. That's his game, right? He doesn't have that. I think he's the kind of player that is great in college, but doesn't really have the juice for the pro game. Mm-hmm. That's totally fine. I think a team will take a chance on him. I have him as a round 4 kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. I'd probably have him above Williams too, honestly. What do you think? Where do you think on this pecking order? Fields, Williams, Surratt.
I'd honestly put Surratt at the top of them.
I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. One second. Surratt. There we go. There we go. On the fly. Made it work. Perfect. Okay. Skylar Bell, UConn receiver. Lots of production this past year. Ended up being actually a finalist for the Biletnikoff even. So a lot of production.
He is a fun player.
Yeah. Let's see. He tested, right? 6 foot 192, so roughly the same size as Antonio Williams for reference. That's Kyler Bell. There we
go. Kyler Bell, same height.
Testing wise. Yeah, right. Actually a little bit taller. Testing wise, 4'4". Okay, 153. 10-yard, 41-inch vertical. Not bad. 11-1 broad. Okay. Yeah, the athleticism's definitely there. So, yeah, he's 6th highest athleticism score. Production solid. I like Skylar Bell as a round 3 guy, I think.
I agree. I really like his game.
Now, the question is, where do we put him? He's definitely had a Brazzle.
I'd put him at the. I'd put him. I'd put him at the top of him, honestly. I really like his game. I think he's going to be a good NFL player.
You're not going to hear disagreement from me on that one. I agree with you. I'm like, who here would I take above Skylar Bell? And the answer's really none of them. All right, here we go. Oh, Ted Hurst. Here's a guy. Now here's a guy that's been getting a lot of love recently.
He's fun.
Yeah.
Like some of these, like I like the receivers from the small schools and the later receivers from the small schools than from the big schools.
Right.
There's like
there are some fun light and small school receivers between Bell, Hurst. Who else? Bryce Lance is a guy people are talking up right now.
Oh, there's someone I'm blanking on.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know.
Tyron Montgomery from John Carroll. He's fun. He's a fun player. He'll be a fun.
It's hard watching this tape when he's going up against bums, but
yeah, he's good. He looked good in the Senior Bowl.
He did too.
That's valuable. You look good in the Senior Bowl when you're going up against the best of the best. That matters.
It's pretty cool that they found him.
Right.
I mean, the Senior Bowl has been pretty good at bringing in small school guys lately. With what's his name, the lineman last year.
Oh, you remember what school?
It was some small school.
Oh, was it Dartmouth?
I don't remember.
Okay, it's fine. I think.
But I remember there was a small school lineman.
There was. Grace Abel. No,
I mean, true.
Do we even count North Dakota State as a small school anymore? Because like they're the most. They were before they moved. To the
you said Bryce Lance.
That's true. I did say Bryce Lance. They're like they're the biggest FCS program, so it almost doesn't feel like they count as small school anymore. But now they're FBS. They went from big fish in a small pond to
small fish in a big pond.
Yeah. It's so funny to me. Sac State's in the MAC in Northern Illinois, and North Dakota State are in the Mountain West.
Just a horrendous management of realignment, not by the schools, but by just
right. I mean, yeah, you get to the FBS, you take it, but yeah, no, like
it's like. It's because it was like kind of a race to the bottom almost. And it's like, man, we could have managed this so much better.
But where are we like a Ted Hurst here before we go on our soapbox?
I'll defer to you on this one.
How did he test? Did he test? That's a better question, actually. You never know. He does have some. A little bit of an older prospect, which sometimes worries me, especially now we're past running back, where it's like, who really cares about running back age? With receivers, you got to care a little bit. But 6'4", 206, good size, good speed, great athleticism, actually. The vert's a little concerning, but he's 6'4", so it doesn't kill him. Broad's nice. I think I'd like him in the third. Probably, he's not quite as high as Bell for me. I'd probably put him right below Bell, though. Probably between Bell and Bernard.
I'm okay with that.
Ted Hurst. All right. Bryce Lance. Speaking of Bryce.
I'll let you take the floor on him and get some water.
Yeah, no,
I know he's one of your guys.
Bryce. I love him, man. You know what? Just like his brother. Very, very, very athletic. Production was spotty until this past year, but he definitely blew up in this past season. let's see. Let me pull up his numbers here. Hopefully he's got some numbers to pull up. Not there. Let's see. I love the athleticism with him, though. I do worry a lot about production and the fact that he's an older prospect. Took until his 5th year at North Dakota State to truly break out, but I mean that athleticism is really top notch in a lot of different areas. And it's not like he's doing it at 5'11" either. He's oh man, 6'3", 4'3", 40, 41.5 vert, 11 broad. Like his agility, 3 cone's not great, but that shuttle's solid. Like you want to at least have one of those be really good. He got the shuttle. I don't know. The production's what scares me though. It's like why he does have the late breakout age, which is a metric that I pay attention to with receivers. I probably value him. I would value Bryce Lanson. Breakout age scares me, but didn't really scare me at first. Probably looking at I'm saying above Branch, below Bernard. Above Bernard. Let's keep the small school streak going here. Keep it rolling. He's back. Just in time. Just in time.
I'm back.
He was a round 3 guy, but I was debating where in round 3 to put him. Man, his
I'm cool with that.
And his size, too. It's not like he's tiny. He's 6'3", and he's running like almost a 4.3 40.
I mean, he's been a good player for years. He's gonna get good. He's gonna be better than Trey.
Yeah, well,
Trey wasn't.
Play a position that he's a little more acclimated to, and that was one thing. Trey came out; he was super young. He's a little bit older. That's something I with the one red flag with Lance's profile for me is he's an older prospect. His breakout age is not fantastic.
In the FCS too.
In the FCS, right? But I don't know. I think the athletic tools are just undeniable. Where it's like if you're taking a round 3 flyer, like it's hard to argue with.
Like
so, I
remember him in that Colorado North Dakota State game. He was great in it.
Right. All right. Last couple of receivers here. Dion Burks. I've been talking about for a while. Hey, I like at least one of these guys.
I like. I actually like Stripling. So the bottom 2 I like. The top 2, zero interest.
Yeah, Burks doesn't do a whole lot for me. I guess
5 through 7 for both of them. Let's speed this up.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not getting here. Thompson.
Speed.
I love Brandon Thompson's speed, man. Now, I will say, he doesn't bring a lot else to the table.
And he does play in the wide hash air raid.
Yeah, he's a 4 for me, but I'd still put him ahead of Antonio Williams.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, that's exactly where I would put him.
All right, and then I'll let you talk about Stribling.
I think he's a decently complete player. I think he's someone who's going to go day 3 that people are going to look back. He's going to be a solid receiver. He's not going to star, but I think he's going to be someone that we look back at. He's pretty well rounded, right? I don't think there's anything he's exceptional at, but I think he's just the kind of player that's going to be a solid pro. So I'm going to have him as a bottom of round 4 guy.
Bottom round 4. I can get behind that.
He doesn't fit an archetype really, other than just I think he'll just be a productive player, and that's totally fine.
All right. On to the tight ends, which is not a very long list. After we went through a huge list of receivers, tight ends a lot shorter, and offensive line's not too bad. So we're on the back nine now.
Nice. Masters coming up.
That's right. There you go. I gotta get the golf analogy in there. Kenyon Sadiq, I feel very confident in my placement. He's a 1B. Where it's like, I think there's talent there. I like the talent. 1B is the guy that's like teetering, and I think there's enough things with Sadiq's profile where I'm like, I'm not in love with that. He's definitely not a 1A. But
I like tight ends with a little bit of padding, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Right. I remember seeing him warm up for the Oregon game right in front of my seats. I was like, holy shit, this guy is a freak. I like that kind of body type better for a defensive end than a tight end, right? You know, it's a pretty diverse position. No one's questioning his athleticism. So I'm gonna have to agree with that, right? People, athleticism is not an end all be all for the tight end position. I think we've come to know that pretty well.
And he was, I don't know if he was ever really talked up as like this blue chip tight end. Like he's definitely tight end 1. You're not gonna hear that argument from me. At least for me. I don't know what you got in store, but he's a good player. But I don't know. There's enough, like you said, just enough gaps in the profile that keep him from like a blue chip or a 1A. 1A, I'm like confidently taking like top 16 or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking Steve top 16, even in this class. Eli Stowers. Now, I've been on Eli Stowers for a while, even before this year.
Yes, you were.
And as a big Mike Gesicki fan, as someone who doesn't give a crap if my tight end can block, I'm just kidding. I like tight ends. But if you want Mike Gesicki, just a big receiver, Eli Stowers is your guy.
He's a basketball player.
You can tell Eli Stowers is a converted quarterback because he doesn't block, and quarterbacks don't block. Now, where do I value that? Probably right, because I think the receiving ability is awesome. But as a tight end, if you're not going to be a complete player, like that's one of the holes in the Bengals offense right now is like, oh, if Mike Gesicki's on the field, it's a pass. If it's true sample, it's a run. Like, okay. I need someone that can offer a little bit more. So that's why he's a threat for me, even though I do like his game.
I can get behind that. Is the Max Clare agenda coming up for you?
The Max Clare agenda. Talk to me about it.
Oh, I thought. Wait, no. What's the tight end you like?
Oh, Oscar Delp.
That's who. That's sorry. I misremembered.
Oh, and Justin Jolly. How could I forget Justin Jolly?
Oh, I know Justin Jolly.
I like between Stowers, Delp, and Jolly. I like low key, kind of like this tight end class.
I think it's not like they're a class like we had last year that was insane with both.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I just forgetting his name? Both of the top tight ends were just really, really good.
They're Warren, Loveland, Arroyo, Taylor, Ferguson, Fannin. How did Fannin?
There were so many good tight ends last year.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's
two blue chippers.
Yeah, the thing that's tricky about tight ends is, unlike receiver, you rarely have more than one, and very rarely more than two on the field at the same time. That's the tricky thing. You don't carry many tight ends.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Max Clare.
His verse. I mean, he's more of an all-round. Like
he is. He's a classic Y.
Yeah.
And Ohio State just can't figure out tight end usage.
Yeah. I don't think he's quite as dynamic as a receiver as Stowers, but he does offer what Stowers doesn't in the fact that he's actually a tight end and not just a receiver.
Not just a basketball player.
I would probably value Claire in the third,
I'm cool with that.
but where would I put him over Stowers? Would I put him over Stowers?
I mean, it really depends on what you value, and I think this NFL right now probably values Claire over Stowers.
I would agree with that. I just need someone else.
Because
to
I mean,
say
if you
it,
look at the
because
top teams in the NFL this year, look at the NFC and AFC championship teams. A lot of blocking tight ends. The Saints are like the weird exception for tight end usage, but the Patriots, Seahawks, and so the Seahawks carry 2 fullbacks and 4 tight ends, and
That
all
is
of them
not
can block.
typical.
That part of it was because Brady Russell was a really good special teamer.
Right.
But Rams used a ton of 13 personnel, right? So I think right now, especially for NFC teams, you need to be able to block as a tight end.
Oscar Delp. No testing numbers, I'm afraid. But he's just, I don't know. He's dynamic. He had a smaller role in the Georgia offense, which I think after years.
Where was he before Georgia?
Oh, he's always been Georgia. He was a Georgia boy. Yeah. He actually, 2024, he was the Georgia tight end, projected to come in and, take over a starting role from Brock Bowers after he left. Gets hurt. Then Ben Urosic, the Stanford guy, he comes in, ends up taking that role. So then he comes back this year. Again, didn't have a huge role. Didn't have a ton of production. But when you see him on the field, like his movement ability for his size, 6'5", 245, his movement ability is strong. And he's a good blocker, a little bit more all around. The production worries me for sure.
Movement ability is the most important thing for tight ends. The most important thing.
Right. So I'm like, do I care too much about the production? Because I have to remember his quarterback was Gunnar Stockton. He's a 3. I think I'm gonna have him below Stowers, but he's a 3 for
me. I am yielding to your opinion on this guy.
I have a good feeling about this kid. Sam Roush, Stanford guy. There we go. Our first Stanford guy we're talking.
Thanks, Troy Taylor.
Yeah. Hey. David Bailey's a Troy Taylor Stanford guy. Don't you forget that.
True. David Bailey would be at Stanford if
Troy Taylor. If Troy Taylor didn't make sexist comments, David Bailey would still be at Stanford. Because he didn't enter the portal until Taylor got
right.
Anyways, so Sam Roush, huge. I'm not even joking. He's 6'7". 6'7", 260 something.
That's really big.
Just your classic blocking. Like if you're betting on someone,
a wide tackle.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, 6'6", 267.
Jeez, that's really big.
He's a big dude. Yeah, wide tackle. Does actually have some solid movement ability, and if you look at him, like it's not like he's like he doesn't look unathletic.
He's not Nick Callerup.
Yeah, it's not Nick Callerup. He doesn't look unathletic. He moves pretty solid for his size. It's definitely not his forte. He's probably a Drew Sample type at the next level.
Hey, Drew Sample was a great receiver in college. Well, he was better. He was better than Roush in college as a receiver.
That's true. That is true. Where do I value Roush?
I trust Stanford tight ends.
I do. He's not a 3 though. I'm debating 4 or 5%. He'd be top of 5.27 for me.
So
if that's where I land on him.
let's think about where players like him have gone in the last few years, right?
So Barner was a 4.
Tip Ryman was a 3, I think.
Tip Ryman was a 3, right?
Like
obviously, Sample was a 2.
I'd give him a 4 of where those kinds of guys go.
That's fair.
They are valued more by the NFL than what. Like I hated this the Barner pick, and you did too.
Yeah. The funny thing about Roush, though, because it's not like he's like slow or unathletic for his size. Like he's fine there. Like if you develop his receiving ability, you could honestly have kind of a diamond in the rough here.
Mm-hmm.
It just was at Stanford where he didn't have a quarterback that could hit him in stride.
I wonder where that quarterback is.
Ashton Daniels.
I was thinking of Elijah Brown.
Or Elijah Brown. Yeah, I was thinking.
I wonder where he is. I wouldn't know.
Justin Jolly, another one of my guys.
Your boy.
This is the tight end class of my guys. I love Justin Jolly, man. His athleticism. He didn't test the combine, and that annoys me. But you can see the athleticism on tape. Did he measure? I need to confirm. I don't think he measured.
Is he a little short?
He's not. Yeah, he's not a prototypical tight end size. I want to say 6'3". Yeah, 6'3.5". So he's not huge. Doesn't have the tip. I don't. 57, and again, that's estimated because they don't get the numbers. I think he looks more athletic than 57 athleticism score on tape. But anyways, solid production for a tight end. Obviously, past year, almost 500 yards, 7 touchdowns, 11 starts across 11 starts. I think I don't know. I don't really agree with his athleticism score here. He looks dynamic with the ball in his hands. Like I'm not gonna say he's a 2 or anything, but I feel confident putting him in 2. I'd probably even put him ahead of my guy Delp. The 2 of my guys. I'm putting 2 of my guys up against each other. I'd probably take Jolly ahead of Delp, honestly.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Or it's not in 2 and 3. Sorry, I said 2. It's a good draft to me to tight end in round 3. I'll say that much.
Yeah, this is a solid.
It's a bell curve tight end class.
Not very top heavy, the meat of the class.
There's good depth. Yeah,
that will this tight end class will bring. There's a lot of like in the meat of this draft. It's like all like wide blockers. It's like perfect time for this class of tight ends to come to the NFL.
Michael Trigg. Talk about highlight machine finalist for the
great last name.
Yeah. What's the tight end award? Dang it, how am I forgetting this right now? This is one of the obvious ones. I'm blanking. Stowers might have won. Did Stowers win it? John Mackey. Yeah, Stowers did win. John Mackey won. Duh, come on. Finalist. What do you measure in at here? Where are you at, Trigg? Is that a hat or is that his hair? Hold on. Okay, it's a hat. Okay. 6'4",
that's like straight out of 2012. Gerald Everett. Yeah. That's a good comp right there.
There you go. Yeah, I can see that. I think that's a solid comp. Yeah, athleticism score kind of middle of the pack. I can see that. I'm surprised the production score. I guess production score is a little low, but then tight end ranks 7. So okay, because he had really strong production this past year. Was third team All-American, finalist for the Mackey Award. He did some fun stuff on tape, man. He's got some like highlight reel catches. I think the size, and I think kind of middle of the pack athleticism, not bad athleticism, but just kind of middling, probably holds him back from that 3 range for me. But what he's able to do as a receiver, not necessarily after the catch, but like just doing the job, running the route, catching the ball, forget about everything that comes after that. He does some really fun stuff. I'd say he's probably a 4 ahead of Roush for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
He's just a baller, you know.
Yeah.
There's some times where you just gotta just. It's tape over stats and testing sometimes.
Yes. Lastly, Royer. The Royer test. I feel like he tested. I feel like I remember seeing him run at the combine, but I could be wrong. No, he did not. I am wrong. I am wrong. Solid production. Middle of the pack athleticism. 6'5", 247. So he's got some solid size. He's Cincinnati kid. Born there, raised there, went to college there. Joe Royer. Started at Ohio State, transferred to Cincinnati later.
An Ohio boy through and through.
Ohio boy through and through, that's right. I don't know. What do we think of Joe Royer?
I don't know enough about him, honestly.
From what I've seen, I mean, he does some good stuff before the catch. He's kind of I mean, you're not comparing him to Travis Kelce, obviously, but he's got a good
other great Cincy tight end.
Another great Cincy tight end. I didn't think about that. But he does have kind of that habit where it's just finding the openings in coverage, finding ways to get open. Didn't have insane production, but Brandon Sorsby was just throwing it everywhere in that offense. I don't know. He's like he's not ahead of Roush. I'm like, do I put him in round 4 behind Roush, or do I put him in 5 through 7?
I'm thinking 5 through 7.
I'm thinking 5 through 7 now.
All right. We can probably go quick through the linemen. We know these guys.
Let's talk out we've been talking about. There's not a ton of like small linemen really.
We know these guys inside and out, I feel like.
Mountain Goa. He's a 1A.
I agree.
Yeah, just really, really solid tape. Some at times dominant tape. Size concerns for sure. Might be a better fit as a guard, but that just depends on what team that drafts him. He's a good player. Freeling.
He's a 2 for me.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Freeling.
I think
the highest I could put him is 1B, and I think 2, just because I think there's. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I mean, you're probably going to say what I was saying. I think he's gotten a little too much hype. The athleticism's off the charts, but the gameplay isn't there yet.
I think you're hoping he becomes Colt Miller. That's the hope. Like I remember not loving the Colt Miller pick at all, and then he ended up.
It took Colt Miller 3 years to become Colt Miller. Colt Miller was awful his first 2 years.
Right. Yeah, but now he's one of the best left tackles.
I know.
So it's like it takes time with some of these guys. Spencer Fano, guy I really, really loved in season, and still really, really, really like his tape. The measurables are rough. The arm length coming in. And I know they remeasured the arm length and added like an extra 1.5 inches, which isn't nothing, but it's still like
he's still a 1B for me.
I would agree. That's rough.
He's also just like Maunoa, probably a guard, but still, that's fine.
But I think Maunoa, you could put him at like the right tackle and be fine. With Fano, I'm like,
yeah, I agree. I see the talent though.
Yeah, I do. Caden Proctor, on the other hand, he has amazing measurables, and his tape's not great.
Too
Great
fat.
Yeah, he's just too big. He's too big. I mean, if Freeling's a 2, Proctor can't be any higher.
No.
I don't think he. The measurables are so good. I don't want to put him lower than a 2, though.
He's a 2 for me. I'm fine with that.
Okay, All right. That's Lomu.
He's probably going to be a first-round pick, but
he will be. Oh, 100. Some people are talking about him as a top 16 pick. I wouldn't be shocked.
God. Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. 6 overall. Make it happen. Gil Lomu. How do we feel about Lomu?
I think he's a solid 2. I think he'll be a solid NFL lineman, probably a guard as well.
Yeah.
I like Utah lineman.
I think he's got. I don't think he'll be a guard. I think his arm length's a lot less of a concern as opposed to Fano, I should say. Question is, do we like him better than Proctor? I do. First,
I do as well.
Yeah. Do we like him better than Freeland? I do.
I do as well.
All right, there you go.
I think he could sneak into the first.
All right. Blake Miller, a guy who's becoming almost like a household name at the back end of these first-round mocks from Clemson. Probably one of the few Clemson players that actually helped their draft stock this year. He had a solid year. Going to be a right tackle in the league for sure. Where do we value that?
He's a 3 for me. He needs time. He did have a good year. He's not ready yet either.
That's fair. He's kind of banking on raw athleticism continuing to develop. And that's fine. Max Einacher,
he has a weird body type.
He does. He really, really does. Another older prospect. He's got a fun story though. Came directly from Nigeria. Was a basketball player, converted.
I am above Blake Miller in the third.
I think that's fair.
I like his tape. He's got like his legs are skinny and he's very barrel chested, very big torso, carries a lot of weight.
Jennings Dunker, one of your guys.
One of my guys. He's a guard. I'm a 2.
See that above Proctor?
I'm fine either way. I'd say probably below.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with you there. I'd say he's probably a high 3 for me above these guys. There you go. Caleb Tiernan, guy who's again kind of found his home in the middle of these second round mock drafts, third round mock drafts here. Did he test? I want to remember if he tested or not. Not much. 35 and a half.
Pretty nice.
6'8", though. 323. All right, he's a big guy.
Smart.
And he went to Northwestern. Has to be smart. What do we think of?
I am as a high 3.
High 3. I'd agree with that. I think if you get him late 2, early 3, that's around his range. I mean, that size is pretty undeniable.
I know you like that kind of
size.
That
size that's gonna catch the Bengals' attention because they love their tall tackles.
They do. They do.
Above Einacher?
Your call.
I'm up below. I like Blake Miller a little bit better than you do, I think. So I'll put Tiernan below. Crown over, I'm not gonna lie, I think Crown over's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I do not love Crown over. Not PFA, but he's a 5%.
That's fine.
Jude Bowery. Hey Jude.
BC.
BC, smart guy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, BC is a pretty tough school.
Yeah, 6'5", 314. It's not prototype tackle.
That's a guard.
Don't love the production. Athleticism's pretty solid. 5-second 40, 175 10-yard splits. The explosiveness numbers aren't great, but whatever. Probably another 5 through 7 for me.
Yeah.
Markel Bell. Talk about a guy who grew up
Ginormous.
with this. And he was, I'll say this, he was bad at the Senior Bowl, but in Miami's playoff run, he was excellent. On the
He
other
was
side,
really
across
good.
from Mountanoa, like he kind of split the difference. I'm not taking him on day 1 or 2, but he'd be like top around 4.
Exactly where I would put him. He is enormous.
Yeah.
Charger or Eagle.
Charger or Eagle. Or Bengal.
Or Bank.
That's right. Cage Casey. Washington, the guy, I believe. No, well, went to Boise. I believe he's from Washington. I want to say he is. No, Happy Valley, Oregon.
Happy Valley.
I knew he was a PNW. I'm fired. Hot shot. 6'6", 310, a little leaner build. You see him, he's definitely a little bit leaner. Despite that, only a 5'2", 40, 185, 10-yard split, 8-second 3 cones. Really rough. Some solid tape at Boise. I don't know. What are we thinking?
5 through 7.
There's going to be a lot of those, I have a feeling. Quite a few of those. Alrighty. Austin Barber, Florida boy. Not the guy with that looks like a history teacher though. That's his teammate Jake Slaughter that we'll talk about here in a few minutes. Barber. Where's he at on here? Let's run his numbers from me. Carver Willis. Oh wow, he's way down on Lance Erline's rankings. He's on day 2. He's below Carver Willis.
Jeez.
Jacksonville. 6'7". Nice. 318. 81. 8th best tackle for athleticism. 14th production. 5'12". He's not small, so the 5'12" is pretty solid, actually. 177 splits. Doesn't do a whole lot that inspires me on tape, though. Like, I think he's better than Casey. Oh, man, I don't know. We'll put Crown over in this tier. Like, I think he's better than Crown over. Sounds good as Bell. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'd be okay. Top of 5 through 7 is fine.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking the same.
I don't know. I'm skeptical of these guys.
Right. Isaiah World. Talk about size. Missed the entire pre-draft process with an injury, so no tech combine, no nothing.
Really got to develop him. He had some really rough moments. I remember when he transferred to Oregon, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, he's amazing." I knew it. I knew he wasn't going to be very good.
I think he's better than the guys we got in this 5 through 7 range.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
higher.
I think because of that size. I think because of that size, people are going to definitely be more than willing to take a chance on him.
Ooh, I just realized the last guy we're talking about is Parker Brailsford. That's fun. Drew Shelton. Last tackle. What's that got to say? It's gotten reasonably high, actually. Not the Austin Barber conversation. Same as Crown Over though. 6'5", 313, 33 at Charms. That's a guard. That's a guard.
Hate these freaking T-Rexes, man.
Not great testing. Not bad testing, but not great testing. For his size, you probably want to put better.
I mean, you know, when we're in draft season, that we're talking about these bums.
Yeah. I'm putting him behind Barber. Had a Crown Over. You good with that?
Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, the guards. This is what I'm really excited about. There's some fun guards in this class.
Vega, I own it. Probably the closest thing other than Jeremiah Love to a blue chipper.
Probably. Probably. Definitely 1A. I can't put him at you because you hope you get Gray Zabel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's so good. You know, he could even be better than Gray Zabel. But you know, when you think of a rookie guard, right?
Uh-huh.
The best rookie guard of all time, from my memory, is either Zach Martin or
indie guy. What's his name?
Quentin Nelson.
Quentin Nelson. There you go. We're thinking of the same guy.
Yep. I don't think he's that level.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll want to get Gray Zabel out of him.
Yeah. And you're picking him in the same range. I mean, he's probably going to go mid-teens and 18. So
probably a little earlier than Zabel because of this draft class.
Right. But
I think he'll be gone by 15.
I agree. I agree for sure. I think his floor is probably Baltimore at 14.
Yeah.
Manuel Pregnant.
I'm as a 2. High 2.
Yes, I agree. That's kind of where I've seen him as well. I could almost even talk myself into a 1B with him because I think he's got some really strong athletic
He's just old. That's his issue.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Can't discount that.
He was at 3 schools. Now he moved up every time, but still, that's something that if you're taking a guy in the first round, he's old and he has moved to a couple of different schools, but man, that athletic profile is really exciting. Game tape is not as good as the athletic profile, but it's pretty good. I don't see where PFF has him as the top zone blocker in college football. I don't see that at all. But that athletic profile, that body type, it's like he's built in a lab to be a guard.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Like I'd be happy if the Seahawks took him at 32.
Absolutely, I don't think it'd be available, but
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Let's see how many old. And I think we're probably done with offensive players here that'll get a first round grades. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 offense players for round 1 grade.
Linear. Yeah. Some napkin math here. Show me the defensive class. Just some napkin math. I think we're going to end up with less than 20 first round grades. Yeah, I got 7. 8.
I got 8.
Yeah.
Still 16, less than 20.
Less than half the
first round picks. I could talk myself into a 9th, but again, it's going to be less.
Is it at the corners or edges?
It's a D tackle.
Oh my god!
I can't quit Peter Woods.
No.
Who your 8?
I got Arvell Reese, David Bailey, Ruben Bain, Sonny Styles, Mansour, Terrell, Downs, Thieneman.
Okay. My 8 is identical, except I have McCoy over Terrell.
Okay.
That's the only difference It's my 8 second card.
I could add McCoy. He's my 9.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Back to offense, though. We'll talk about defense tomorrow.
Spoiler alert! Sorry, we spoiled it.
I know.
But I mean, you could, if you've been watching us, you'd know.
Basantis.
He's a low 2 for me. I'm not a fan of his game.
Yeah. I'm not either. Honestly, I think he's playing a 3.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm not sure, and Miller in that tier. Yeah, he's a 3. Rutledge.
Who are you feeling?
I like Keelan Rutledge. Probably, and it's like, here's the rub. Do I think he's better than Basantis? Is it a guy that I think there's a guy here in Basantis that I think's being overrated that I don't love, versus a guy in Rutledge that I think's being underrated that I like. But I think they're both 3s, but who would I value higher?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'd value Rutledge higher personally.
I'm okay with that. I'm pretty even on both. I totally get what you're saying about Basantis being overrated and Rutledge being underrated, and find that balance.
Right. All right, we're going on a little hot streak here of centers though. Between Height,
I love the center class.
Jones. Shoot, we should even just move Golden and Zune and Great. Move these guys. We'll just move them around so we talk about all the centers at once. Parker's versatile, so let's do 7 straight centers here. Sam Height.
2. I love his game.
All right, Sam Height. Welcome to the 2 game. I'm taking.
I love this center class. This is one of the best center classes in years.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're going to look back at this draft class and be like, damn, there's a lot of good centers still in the NFL.
Right. Connor Liu.
He's a 3 for me.
Okay. I would agree with that. I'd put him ahead of these guards, personally.
That's fine. Yeah, totally fine.
Okay. Jake Slaughter, history teacher.
I'd say high 3, low 2.
3, low 2. All right, I can get behind that. I lean. Maybe it's positional value that's skewing it for me, which really shouldn't be a factor when we're talking about a horizontal board. But I lean 3.
That's fine. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah. Logan Jones, one of your guys.
2.
I know he's one of your guys. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Above Height or below?
Above. Top center in the class.
Okay, I love it.
He's really good. People are overthinking him way too much. And and something that was enlightening to me was, listening to an O-line podcast with the O-lineman, and the reason centers don't go high in the draft is because that NFL teams want someone reliable at that spot. That makes a lot of sense of why centers last so long. But man, he's a really good player. He's such a good player. I've been on the Logan Jones train for like almost a year.
You were pounding that the Seahawks would take him at 32 for a while before it looked like you might be able to get him in the 3rd round.
Well, I was saying, like, this past offseason, he's a guy I really want. And then Jalen Sindel had a really good year.
True. That is true.
To the point where it looks like that's not in the cards, which is a bummer for me.
Yeah.
But I'm happy we found a good center.
Right.
A exactly. Good enough center.
All right.
I don't know. It's been one of my white whales forever because the centers for Pete Carroll were revolving door retreads.
Real fast, if you want to keep talking about centers.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can talk about centers for days. I just love the center position, but a white whale for me was Pete Carroll. Ever since we traded Max Unger, never invested in the center position, and that was partially that was John Schneider too. John Schneider said all those years ago that guards are overdrafted and overpaid, and our O line was a mess for years. We decided we're not going to invest in the O line after we paid all the LB guys, and that was just a disaster for us. I'm so happy that we focused so much. Oh, geez, I'm about to sneeze. Back onto the trenches now. And that like the let gross cook time, the D line, we just didn't pay any money to the D line. Like right now, it's all about the trenches, and I love that. That's the way football is meant to be played, and having a great center is part of that. It is so unbelievably important to have a good center. I did play guard, but I did do some center stuff, and I think I would be a solid center. I was smart enough to be center, but man, it was fun to get to pull as a guard, so I'll take it. But there's just something about having a good center. Jason Kelsey, love some Jason Kelsey. There's just something about the center positions, just the cerebrality of the O line encompassed. I don't know, just centers are just a beautiful position. Logan Jones has that wrestling background along with the way that they train Iowa linemen and develop them so well that is just so perfect for the center position. Because playing center, especially, he's like a little smaller, and you're going up against nose tackles, especially if you're playing on defenses. You are having to deal with leverage so much. You ever find a good undersized nose tackle in high school? Almost all of them are wrestlers, and almost all of them understand leverage like nobody else. So seeing a center with that wrestling background is very fun. Welcome back.
I'm back. Let's talk about more centers. I heard you talking about centers a lot. I love the game theory behind what makes a good center. That's good. That's good stuff. Got a couple more centers here, and then we'll finish off with a few guards, and then we'll call it a night. Trey Zune, who's not strictly a center. He actually played quite a bit of tackle at A&M, but is going to be transitioning inside. Where's he at? Oh, do they have a guard? They might even have a guard here. Where are you at, Zune? Oh, maybe he moved him back. Oh, wow. They don't know where they want this guy to be.
Maybe undeclared from the draft.
maybe pulled out. No, I know. Oh, there he is. I was looking right at him, and I just skipped over him. Yeah, there's Trey. So a little bit more versatility here. Can move all over the offensive line. Measurables, almost 6'7", but the 32 inch arms. Yeah.
Guard.
Plus some score. Yeah. Guard or center.
I sure would like to see his testing. If he's a 96 athleticism score.
Yeah, look at that athleticism score. Too bad that I don't know where it's coming from. I guess because a lot of it comes from on
GPS,
like GPS data. Yeah. All right, what are we thinking? What are we thinking for Zune?
He's a round late 3, early 4 for me.
I go 4. He's probably about 4 for me. I like that he's got that versatility, but
yeah,
you kind of move all over the interior, the offensive line. The arm length's a problem, so he's not going to play tackle at the next level, but he can play all over the interior, and that's going to be valuable for a team. I think 4th.
Oh, absolutely.
Matt Golden, a late riser here. Fun player. Was that the Senior Bowl or Shrine Bowl? He was at one of them.
He was at one of them.
Golden. I thought he was at one of them. Maybe I'm wrong. He's not showing up here on the list, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wasn't one of them.
You're fired.
I'm fired. Maybe it's a combine invite, and I'm conflating all those things together. Anyways, Matt Goldman, player that's getting some recent love that I actually quite like here. Oh, I put Zune in the 5 through 7. My bad, Mr. Zune. I apologize. Goldman would be like an end to 3 for me personally. I think I like him more than Zune, but
I trust you on this one. You've done your homework on him.
I love me some Matt Goldman. Parker Brailsford, our old friend.
Our guy.
Tiny, 6'2".
I mean, that's going to be the big limiting factor for him in the NFL.
Yes,
but he is strong.
He's strong. Yeah, he's got great center of gravity, great leverage, all those things you say about short people. He's smart though too. He's a good player.
He's gonna be a Ram because of Huff.
Oh, true. That's true. It's hard to overcome.
Maybe Scooter got another job.
5 through 7 because of probably just the size makes him 5 through 7.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately for him,
say he'd be a top of 5 through 7. Like, I'd love to get him in that range, but I can't really justify picking him much higher.
I'm so curious what his NFL career is going to be like, because he really is just quite short.
Jalen Farmer, another guy that's getting some late love.
I really like Jalen Farmer. He is a round 3 guy for me. Yeah. He's a very good player.
All right. What part of round 3?
Probably late round 3.
Late round 3. All right. Brian Parker II, a guy who actually played mostly tackle at Duke. Most likely going to be moving to the inside, either center and guard at the next level.
I'm probably 5 through 7 above Parker.
I missed that. And then lastly, finish us off with some Billy Schroth. Shrouth, however you say it.
What's your take, Beau?
So I know some people in Notre Dame that really like him.
Mm-hmm.
Test. I was not blown away by his team. No, it wasn't bad. I think there were things there that I can see getting excited about. Yeah, solid athleticism rating, 10th guard, second production score. Like, he's just
seems to be like a Mason Richmond type.
I think his best quality is that he's steady. 6'5", 310, guard arm length. Like, he just doesn't do a lot to wow you. He's not.
That's Mason Richmond right there.
Be at the next level. Like, he'd probably be a solid. I'd probably say 5 through 7. Probably ahead of Parker though, but both Parkers. Brian Parker and Parker.
Nice.
Just because I did not love Brian Parker's film, and Parker Brailsford's size really scares me. Schroth doesn't really have any red flags. He just doesn't have anything that wows me. Like, he feels like he's going to be a consistent backup O-lineman that can come in a pinch, give you some good stuff, and then you want to get back out there as soon as possible. Because I don't think his athleticism or his measurables, or really just his lack of any true elite traits, is going to hold up great against NFL 3 techniques or just interior defense line matchup. I think speed rushers are going to kill this dude. So that's my take on Billy Schroth, or Schroth again. But there you go. We got
made
a whole offensive board here. And we'll be back very, very soon to finish this off with the defensive side here. A lot more fun names, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm more excited for tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. And that's not just because the Bengals have basically all but confirmed that they're going to be picking a defense player with the 10th overall pick. Well, there you go. That is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. A pleasure as always. 2 hours and 15 minutes of offensive player ball talk. Let's go. We love that.
We made it. Start the countdown, folks.
Start the countdown. That's right. When we pod tomorrow, it'll be 3 weeks to draft day.
Oh, baby.
Coming up. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen?
If one of us makes half a big board, all of us make half a big board. Want us to like, all of us like. Want to subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Draft City.